Hello people of YouTube and welcome back to Fallout 4. Where last left off, we just finished off dealing with Concord and helping the people there find their way here to Sanctuary. On this video, we will enter our power armor and head to where our home is going to be built. And before you ask, no, our home is not going to be built in Sanctuary Hills. Or Sanctuary. No, our home will be at the Red Rocket truck stop. I prefer having my home here where there are no other characters. Just your character and whatever companions you happen to get will be in this area. The bulk of this video will be about building our home and showing off how the building process works in this game. So, I'm also going to be doing something that I saw my dad do on his save of this game, which is actually a really cool idea. So, we'll pull up the buildings thing, and before we can build, we need materials. So what's the best way? Oh, wait. Okay, wait, no. Is this looted? Okay, it is. The best way to get materials is to scrap the items that are already out here. So these pumps, coolant pumps, are not necessary for anything, but I can tear them down for materials. So you can go around and you can tear this stuff apart. All the stuff you don't need. All these things are just here, like these cars, trees, street lamps, fallen tree branches. All of this stuff that you don't actually need, you can go around and tear down. And this will give you materials that you can use to build with. All of the materials go into your workshop. So, that it's all there for whenever you need it. So, I'm going to go around and tear down everything I don't need. And actually, I haven't looted Nuka-Cola machine. Thought I did. There's all kinds of stuff that you can tear down in this place just to get basic materials. The bigger the item is that you're destroying, the more materials you'll get for it. So like, I get 6 for a guardrail, 6 steel from a guardrail, but I get like 30 from a car. You know? So, and a lot of this stuff is just decorative. You know, like all these trees and stuff, they aren't actually required for anything in the area. So feel free to tear down anything you don't need. That's what I always do. If I don't need it, it gets scrapped. Because I can use the materials more than I can use the actual items. Such as this car gives me 15 steel. I can use that steel for something. Do note that these materials are used not only... Oh. I actually can keep the sign if I wanted, but I don't want to keep the sign. All of your scrap materials that go into your workbench can be used not only for crafting buildings and structures, but can also be used for crafting your weapons, armor, or crafting your weapon mods, your armor mods, all that kind of stuff too. So it's helpful to tear off anything you don't feel you're actually going to need and or want in your place. So I personally don't need or want any of this stuff, so I'm going around tearing it down. I can also go inside and tear down all these shelves, boxes, even more tires. You can get a lot of rubber in this place because of all these tires. You know, one thing I would not recommend is scrapping the workstations, because without a certain perk, you can't make... Ooh, Stimpack. You can't make workbenches yourself. Whoa, Did I never loot this? Why did I never loot that? Anyway. So, there's just a lot of stuff you don't need in this place. And so it's just easier just to tear it all down. Get yourself some materials that you can actually use. Now, do note, if there's stuff here you want, you can go ahead and keep it. Like, a lot of these containers and stuff that are around the place, you can keep. Like, all of the actual containers that I have destroyed, such as that tool chest, can be stored and put elsewhere. if you actually want to keep some of the stuff that's in this place. Like this cabinet you can keep, that cabinet, you can keep all of those. You can keep the desks. I might actually keep some of these yeah, I'm actually going to store some of these cabinets. And I'll also store the desk. So we'll store that, we'll scrap the rest of this. So yeah, I will store that. We'll store that as well. And so yeah. So I want to go ahead and loot those. I didn't loot that. There's a lot of stuff I forgot to loot in this place. Wait. See a pack of cigarettes. Okay. Now we can scrap all of these things. And the tire walls. We'll actually store the trash can. Okay. And then we can scrap that, scrap the hard hat. Okay, we should have plenty of materials now. I can scrap that campfire to do what I'm wanting to do. I should have plenty of materials for it now. Now, if you go under wooden structures, you come over here to stairs. And you can find all kinds of stairs, some attached to things, some not attached to things. But one thing you can do is this right here, is if you back this up right about, I'm gonna say right about, well, I want it to be somewhere easy to access, but I don't want it to be that should be good. So this will take 9 wood and 2 steel to make. And you can already see all of the materials. Here, I'll show you in a moment. This should... Whoops. I did not do that right. Okay, and here we are. And now, I'm up on the roof. And you can actually build up here, which is a really neat feature. Something I didn't even actually know about until seeing my dad do it on his save not too long ago. So, you can build up here. And now, when you look at the building mechanics, you'll see over there it has shack floor. I can make 43 of these, and it tells you how much materials are required for each and every one of these. So, with that information up there, that is how you can determine... That's how you can see how much materials you also have to work with. As you see, with all the scrapping I did, I have 350 wood and 336 steel to work with. So I have a lot I can work with on building a house. So I can build all kinds of things. I can build, a platform structure. I can build some stairs. Yeah, I might actually do that. Build a set of stairs upwards. And then expand the platform up above. And that could work. Places platform there. And now we can get to expanding the home. So you just start off building this whole platform here. And let's say extend the platform out once on each side except for straight forward. Like, we're not going to build an extra bit out over here. Okay, so now we can build some walls. So we've got doors, which I'll come down here and we will build a door right there. A door frame, at least. From there, we can then build walls. Like, you've got these walls here, which are basic shack walls. Cost 3 wood, 4 steel. Then you've got shack walls outer cap, which require 9 steel and 4 wood. And for the most part, it just changes the way it looks. So, all based on how you want the stuff to look when building your stuff. And there's quite a few options, actually. And then you have some basic wood walls here. They actually don't look half bad. And then you've got these and all kinds of stuff you can work with. I actually think I want to use these, but I might do that at a later time. For now, what I want is just to get a basic structure. You know, so I'll choose the cheapest shack walls that we can get. Because, whoop, and I fell. Well, so I can climb back up the steps, jump back up, and we can continue building our structure. So here we have this room where it's simply walk in, walk up the stairs, and you get to the rest of the structure. Okay, and then we'll build some walls. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and then we'll put 2 of these here, and there should be like a wall with like a window or something somewhere here on the list. I could have sworn there's a wall somewhere on here that actually has a actual window. Maybe there's not. Oh well. But I do want, so I guess I'll just build just another basic wall. And then we need doorways. Meh. Building this stuff is not easy. Okay, here's an idea. Not what I was trying to do. I just picked up the floor. Now what I want to do is actually build another piece of floor just out here. And then we can try and get the wall to like, it's weird. Sometimes it'll snap on, sometimes it won't. It is actually kind of annoying at times when this stuff doesn't want to connect. Because I'm simply trying to do something here, and like, it'll connect anywhere on this floor, but it won't connect in the actual doorways. Which is strange because, as you can see down below, there is one connected in such a way. Screw it. Screw it, these aren't necessary. I just thought it would be cool to have little balconies on it that we could aim out and shoot from whenever need be, but apparently not. So I'm gonna try and find a decent roof this time. On my main game, I built a roof that has a bunch of holes in it because I didn't realize that this here had that little square bit. So we'll sit here and let's find it. That's a weird roof. Let's just go with... This one seems like the most reasonable roof. So we build the roof. Enclose the whole thing up top. And from building stuff, I've actually leveled up. Which is a good reason to build your own home like this. Or build homes for the other sections and other places in the game, because you do actually get experience from all the building. No, I don't want to tear that down. What I do want to do is I want to add a door. So, a green door shall be added. And we have our structure. Our little home for now. So we can open the door, go inside, and here's our little home. So, all's good here. But there's something else I want to do. Now, you can build crafting stations. However, to build crafting stations, you first need the local leader perk. Rank 2, which is a tad annoying. However, that's one reason why I like building my structure here at this location. Because all of the crafting stations you may ever need are already here. So instead of building your own, you just simply have to move them up here. Boom, we're cooking it with light. So yeah, so all of the crafting stations can be moved. As long as you don't scrap them, you can move them and place them wherever you want. So I could even move them into my house if I wanted. But I personally feel that it's better to have the crafting station. Well, maybe I should move them in my house. On my other game, I have them all inside the building down below on my main file. Or not my main file, but my non-Let's Play file. Actually, yeah, let's move all the crafting stuff actually into the house. Yeah, let's do that. That seems a lot smarter to do, rather than just leaving it scattered around the place. So, I'll select this. And so, bring this inside. We've got the weapons workbench. We've got the armor workbench. There are a couple more to pick up. We have the chemistry station, which this is how you can make the chems and stuff if you have the materials to do so. I am sorry if this video is a little boring, but I just felt like since we need a home base to store stuff and everything, that it would be a good idea to show off this particular mechanic. Especially since we've already brought the people from Concord back to Sanctuary Hills, or Sanctuary. The whole reason I'm saying that is because right now we actually have a quest to help the people of Sanctuary rebuild. To rebuild new homes and stuff for the people to live in. We've been asked to help with that. So I'm going to leave the power armor station outside. But let's place it... No. Oop, wait. in position. Oh, getting the stuff into the position in which it can sit where you want it to. Oh. Whoop. There we go. So, now we have the power armor station in place. I believe that's all the crafting stations in this area. You can't move the workshop itself. It'll stay where it's at. There's nothing I can do about that. We can't move this. Which I do think kind of sucks, because I would love to move it upstairs as well, but I can't. So, oh look, something we can scrap. Ooh. Anyway, so with that done, there are a few more things that we would want to add to the house. First things first, of course, we would want to add some containers. Now we have some containers here that we actually stored from when we were tearing everything down below. So we have a cabinet, we have a wall cabinet, a floor cabinet that can go directly below the wall cabinet. We have 2 of these cabinets here. Dang that hole. A little trick is that if you can't get it where you want because the distance is too far, you can place it down and then move closer. Man, it won't go up against the wall. That looks weird. Oh, it's because it's angled. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's place it over here then. Aha. We can place it right there. That'll work. And then, were there any other storage containers we picked up? We did pick up 1 desk, so we can place a desk over here. I think that was all we got. So, but yeah, but you can make any of these containers if you don't want the ones that are already here. So, what the? Okay, that'll somehow fit within that. Okay. The only other thing that, that I really want to do is, I want to go furniture, not tables, beds. I want to build us a bed so that we have a bed to sleep in when we're here, because sleeping will actually get you a well-rested perk if you have your character sleep for 8 hours. Your character will get a well-rested perk, which allows them to gain more experience. So, and I want to add a few lights so that we have light in this place. We'll have 1, 2, 3, and 4 lights up above. And then we'll have a couple lights outside as well. And now this was one thing that kept bothering me, and I could never figure out how to get it to work until my dad had actually figured it out and told me how it works. Because I couldn't figure out how to get the lights to work. I could figure out how to get everything else to work with the generator, but I just couldn't get the lights to work. So now we have the generator producing power. which grants us light when we're up here. So, at nighttime, if it's dark, I can turn on the lights. Otherwise, they can stay off. But so yeah. So those are the essentials to building stuff. Now I can go ahead and make that Deathclaw steak out of the Deathclaw meat we got back in Concord. Anything else I can cook? Nope. So there's nothing I can cook there. I should probably put my power armor away somewhere. I'm not gonna do this now since I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to be interested in this video because it was just me building a home base and such. But one thing about this game that I enjoy is the crafting and the building of homes and stuff. And so I personally just enjoy. Oops. So I personally just enjoy the whole crafting system in this game. And especially building the houses and stuff. I think it's really fun. But not everyone's going to enjoy it. And I understand that. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I forgot to build. Sorry. It's a decoration floor covering, which actually does something surprisingly. If you make one of these right here, these floor mats, this is supposed to change where you respawn, or not where you respawn, but where you spawn when you fast travel here. So this should be my new fast travel point. Is right here. Right in front of my home. So, yeah. So, this is our home base. We have our dog who's peeking through a hole. We have our home. And, yeah. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the next video. I'm not sure if I'm going to go... I need to go store some stuff is one thing I need to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to adventure out or if I'm going to head back to Sanctuary. I'll probably adventure out since I think people aren't going to be very interested in watching me continue to do stuff like this. Because Sanctuary at this point just needs me to do a bunch of stuff like this. And I don't know if other people are going to want to see that or not. So for now I'm just going to put some stuff away into storage. All the stuff that I don't really need at this point. Though I should probably check and see. Oop, wrong button. Pit-Boy. I should probably take a look at my apparel and see what I can alter to make this better. Because I know my armor can be a bit better than it currently is. Like, the Drifter outfit gives me 5 defense and 7 energy defense, which isn't too bad. However, I can also equip the Vault outfit, the leather left arm, leather right arm, and then comparing it, it's still better physical. I'll keep it for now then. But I can actually alter some of this stuff and improve it. I actually wonder, is there anything I can actually improve at this point with these pieces of armor? So, I can make that insulated, giving me higher energy resistance. Go ahead and do that for now. And yes, and this is the modding for equipment and weapons. I'm gonna just go ahead and improve this stuff. Making it pocketed gives you better carrying weight. and I no longer have the points to, or the materials to continue upgrading some of that stuff. So now if I go under here and equip my insulated vault, my left arm, my pocketed girded left arm, that was the right arm, and when I then compare it to my drifter, it's now a little bit worse, though I still need a bit more physical resistance. But I also don't have a full armor set yet, so for now, this is where we will leave off the video. I hope you all have enjoyed this video and that I didn't bore you too much with all the building. And in the next video, well, I guess you'll have to come to the next video to find out what we'll do. So, see you all then.